only a black person understand that because we pronounce our shit.
We pronounce all the letters.
What's them called? Knees?
The Knees. She got Megan Knees.
That nigga said, no, but my man just said, my boy Al said, I got knees. Meaning his shit snapped like a Ken doll. Like the Ken doll. He got the Ken knees.
Motherfucker got the clicks.
He got the motherfucker Lee Majors like
You hear him walking around like RoboCop. Hey, yo, what's going on? It's your man D from Grand Mode Music Worldwide. Listen, I'm right here with the 30 and up boys, tapped in with an episode of Cocktails with Cool Reece, man. Make sure y'all tap in. It's a Grand Mode thing.
Yo, what up? You know what it is, man. It's another episode with Cocktails with Cool Reece, man. And guess who it is? It's your boy, Cool Reece, man. Season 2, episode 4, man. Got a hell of a guest today, baby. We got a hell of a guest. It's a hell of a fucking return. This show is about to be fire, too. But before we get the show started, man, I like to say a little prayer.
Oh, let me put the alcohol down if you want to pray.
Yeah. No. I mean, it ain't nothing major, but I just like to thank God for what he has taken and what he has given to me.
Yes.
Because without he, there's no me, there's no you, there's no us.
Yes.
And it's back.
Amen.
It's back.
And
but
the cocktails get picked back up.
I got a hell of a guest right now. Man, this man is an entrepreneur. He's a hustler. He's a community activist. He's pretty much the ultimate hustler. I didn't think he was doing that much, but I actually realized it. But before I introduce him, we can't have a Cocktails with Cool Reece without a cocktail, bro.
All right, I got my cup in my hand, bro.
Tell me what your cocktail.
My cocktail was a apple crown, man. Crown apple. I don't know which way it go. Apple crown or crown apple. I don't know, but no that's doubt. What it was.
Bam. And once again, happy birthday. Happy birthday. But it's all good. But I got coming to Cocktails with Cool Reece, Mr. Grind Mode himself, Mr. Dion Dupree. Yeah.
Hey, we got a studio audience with a clap. Thanks, my brother. Thanks for having me, man. Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure to be here, my brother.
Man, it's an honor to have you on the show, brother. I've been trying to get you on the show for a minute, but, you know, I be seeing you, bro. You don't be in Pittsburgh much.
No, I be everywhere.
What's your zip code, nigga?
My zip code is 15212.
So you still get Pittsburgh mail, nigga. So you in Pittsburgh right now. You did? But, man, I see you like the ultimate hustler, bro. I used to see you in passing, coming back and forth through the clubs and shit, and I'd be paying attention because I used to be running the clubs. I'm like, this nigga be moving around. I said, okay. So he got a lot of motherfuckers on the. I said, ooh, they nice. I said, he got a nice little cast with him and shit. I said, he always keeps a nice cast of females with him. That's impressive to me, you know what I mean? In Pittsburgh at that, you know, it's kind of hard to be like that. Nigga be hating out this boy.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I seen you do your thing, bro. I've been watching you. I actually know you a little bit better now.
No doubt.
I give you mad props because your hustle game is serious, bro.
Thank you.
But I like to start off with where you from, bro?
I'm from Homewood.
Oh, shit. He from the wood.
Born
Homewood
and raised
State,
in the Bummy Ghetto.
What street?
Hermitage and Hilltop. I actually was born, when I was born, we lived on Hilltop until I was about 5 years old. Then we moved out of Homewood and came back when I was like 9 or 10 to Hermitage. And that's where I was at until I was about 18, 19.
So what that childhood, what that do for you, man? How was family life when you coming up?
Family life as a youngster was cool. Like I had a really good family, man. You know, they was involved in stuff in the community, and you know, my uncle worked for Westinghouse, so I would go to all the Westinghouse games and stuff like that early. And you know, my mom, she worked for Pitt and UPMC over at McGee Hospital, so you know, we always was involved in something. You know what I mean? Early. But, you know, family, I was always with cousins. We would travel a lot, go visit the cousins out of town. You know, they would all come in town. So I always had family around me. I always had good friends and stuff like that, you know. But 89 hit, crack hit.
Oh, man.
And, you know, it was a different story thereafter, man. You know, the streets got real at that point. Yeah. And then, you know, I was like 13, 14, you know, when things started to transition. And so, you know, being, you know, that young, easily influenced, it's like you either get down or lay down. So,
man, you ain't got to tell me.
You know, niggas stopped wearing red and started wearing blue.
I think that crack hit Chicago about 85.
Yeah.
You know,
Pittsburgh late. We get shit late.
We got a couple years earlier, man, and that shit, like you said, that shit took over and changed the world, man.
Yeah, damn sure
it changed
did.
Everything that what we were supposed to be as kids, that crack epidemic changed our fucking way of living and how we turned out. Good thing we turned out to be self-made.
Yeah,
know?
Yeah.
That's actually the best way to be nowadays is self-made, because that means ain't nobody bend to break you. You got your own mentality and your own reality, you know?
No doubt. I can honestly say one thing I was thankful for is that my family was on the other side. They weren't the users. You know what I'm saying? So I had a bunch of hustlers around me, like my cousins and my uncles and, you know, things like that. They was getting to the bread. So I didn't deal with like growing up in a drug addicted household. I grew up in like we get into this money household, you know what I mean, and relatives. So I didn't have a lot of my family members fall victim to the actual abuse side of it. It was more of the money. And being outside and partying and all that shit there. So I found myself, you know, being more responsible for stuff in the house at an early age, and then just being, you know, tempted by the allure. You see everybody else gleaming, you trying to gleam too. So
family definitely motivated you to succeed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do they support you?
Absolutely.
100%? Like,
absolutely.
What did your family do as far as making you become as successful as you are? Because I know there are certain things that that family can do to motivate you to just go nonstop and don't quit until you hit that spot. And I know you ain't hit the top yet,
right?
But I know you're going there.
So I think for me, it was the absence of my father and watching my mom struggle. You know what I'm saying? And my mom trying to balance, you know, being a young mom herself, raising 2 children and wanting to be outside, you know what I mean, and having an influence of the cats outside. Like I said, relatives, close friends, you know, they was all, you know what I mean, they was all with the shits like that 70s, 80s pimp era, you know what I mean, just transformed into like, you know what I mean, the hustlers get money era. So, you know, that was she was young, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what she was into. So, you know, a lot of the responsibilities in the house I kind of had to hold down. So, you know, just watching my mom go through the things that she went through, and realizing as a man, you know what I mean? Like there got to be a presence. You know, my dad's absence just like kind of motivated me. Like I didn't want nobody that I was affiliated with, you know what I mean, to go through those type of struggles. And, you know, my mom, she raised me on philosophical models. You know, she really didn't. I mean, I was silly as fuck. So, like, after 13, there was no whooping me. I was laughing at the belt. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. We found funny in that. Like, we'd move and make her hit herself. And, you know, my sister, she would crack when she got her whoopings. So her face would break, and I'd be in tears. So, you know, she eventually started instilling philosophical models in me, just like, you know, you reap what you sow. You know, you make your bed, you lay in it. You know what I mean? She just lay different game down to me. And she used to tell me, like, you know, you can't walk both sides of the fence. You know what I mean? You can only straddle the fence but so long. But whatever it is you decide to do, give it your all. Be the best at it. So if you're going to be an athlete, be the best at it. If you're going to be in the streets, be the best at it. You know, she never told me either one was right or wrong, but I was an athlete. You know what I mean? And I could say that, you know, playing sports definitely saved me from being all the way turned up in the streets. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was those philosophical models that, and just watching her struggle that just made me like, it ain't gonna be me and mine. You know what I'm saying? So at an early age, 21, 22, I was active. I was out there. I was getting it.
Yeah, and I know with the success come failures. When you had one of the moments that you fell off, what helped you get back on? Like, what was your motivation to get back to the goal? Because, you know, it's easy to fall when shit don't go right.
I think I've been really blessed. I ain't gonna say kind of blessed. I've been really blessed. I've realized that God had His hands on my life for a long time. You know, just, you know, being outside at, you know, 14, 15 years old with the fellas and deciding I'm gonna go to the crib and, you know, grab something to eat or grab something, and then my niggas getting shot. You know what I mean? At that very moment that I leave. You know, I had a moment where, you know, I was outside, football coach ride past, he picked me up and take me to his house, shout out Coach Dill, and my dudes got arrested that night. You know what I'm saying? These is moments that I would have been right there if those particular circumstances didn't happen and I didn't have to deal with those consequences. And I can attribute that nothing to God. You know what I'm saying? Acts of God. And so I can honestly say that I've never really experienced a bounce back moment outside of my relationship. You know, I was married for 17 years. And, as my marriage started to decline and we decided to separate and things like that, that was probably my darkest moment, you know what I mean, losing my family, because that's what I worked for, you know what I mean, that's what I went hard for. And before I started my own businesses, I was working 3 or 4 jobs, you know what I mean, I was working for Pittsburgh Public Schools, juvenile courts, and I had an overnight position. So I was making, 6 figures, not 7 figures, I was making 6 figures on paper, since I was like 23 years old. And working my ass off, you know what I'm saying? And I bought us a 7-bedroom house, 4-bathroom mini mansion and on the north side, in the prestigious part of the north side. It was an area called Judges Row. Black folks wasn't supposed to be there. You know what I mean? They tried to make it like we needed to know, but I'm one of them militants. That's why people think I wear all black because it's my favorite color, but I wear it to make a statement. You know what I mean? I'm unapologetically black, so I'm going to show up unapologetically me in any setting that I'm in. And so, they learn the real way.
Respect, baby.
Yeah, they learn the real way.
Dropping gems on this motherfucker.
Yeah, man. So, I would have to say, because like I said, for 17 years I worked my ass off, you know what I mean, for my family, and everything I did I gave to my wife and my kids. And when that structure fell, I spent 5-6 years in the dark, you know what I mean, just having to rebuild me and redefining myself. But it was the start of grind mode. You know what I mean? Like, I started grind mode. She didn't really feel comfortable with that decision and told me I had to choose my company or her or my family. And I'm like, well, y'all family. Y'all, that shit's forever. You can't put me in no ultimatum. I'm always choose the worst side.
I feel like we in counseling right now. Listen, boy, if you ain't touched the souls of many in this building, it's like, bro, it's the reality of life, man. It's like we can only do so much to satisfy who don't want to be satisfied.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I had to come to terms with it. And, I had to live with my choices. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't letting go of something that I believed in. You know what I mean? And I wasn't doing no wrong in it. You know what I'm saying? And when I started the company, now mind you, when I started the company, that was around the time Love and Hip Hop was out.
Right.
And the light-skinned homie up in New York, what was his name? Rich Dollars. They had Creep Squad. And so all the managers was banging the chicks that they was dealing with and all that stuff there. So she stayed at home. My wife never worked. And so, it was important for my kids not to be in daycare. So I made sure that I made enough so that they could stay home with mom and, get that in-home raising and things like that. So she spent her time watching Love and Hip Hop, and somewhere I went from Dion Dupree to Rich Dollars, with the start of grind mode. And so she just thought I was out running the streets doing whatever. But, I was at my ceiling as far as what I could make as, with the county and with the school and all that stuff there. They was paying me the max that they was willing to pay. Right. But we still needed more. You know what I'm saying? Like, we owned a house. It was a big-ass house. The roof was falling in. Different things needed done around there. And I'm like, yo, I got to go out and figure out some other ways. And I always had an entrepreneurial spirit. And I wanted to start other businesses, and I wanted to do it as a family-based business. But the management side, came from Nick Nice. We was together.
Shout out to Nick Nice.
Yeah, the legend. You know what I'm saying? So he appointed me the president of his production company. So I started out managing his DJs. And so whenever he was booked, people would still, need a DJ for their event. And so they would communicate with me, and I would book other DJs he had in the network, for their events and stuff like that. And, we were doing all the concerts at the Coliseum. We was bringing all the artists and stuff in. So I was the first point of contact with a lot of the management and the labels that was, bringing the artists and things like that. So as that was happening, I also was making connections with other influential individuals in the music business and started getting hit up by artists to manage them. And so I told Nick, like, yo, we should start managing artists. Nick was like, I'm not dealing with artists ever again, bro. If you want to do that, you take it and run with it. And so I started Grind Mode Management as an official business, working with a couple artists from here with his blessings, and he schooled me on the game. And then I met my brother Domingo, and he elevated me to another level, and everything kind of spawned from there, bro. And so, like I said, I knew what I was doing, But to her, you know, she was really insecure about it, and I wasn't mature enough to help her in her, you know, gang security. So it was a fight. You know what I mean? Like, who the fuck are you talking to? Yo, you ain't gonna be telling me I'm doing it.
It's a battle of the masses, man.
Yeah, man.
Just like it makes no sense at the end, but then at the end it makes sense.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. And I ain't, you know, I kind of grew up in a borderline toxic household, so I ain't want my kids growing up in a toxic household. So when we started spending more days arguing and smiling,
time to go.
Yeah, it was the end of the road.
Exactly. The kids were made out of love.
That's right.
Not anger.
That's
so
right.
I feel you. I went through the same thing, bro.
No doubt.
And it actually freed me, bro.
Yeah.
It gave me the opportunity to meet up with my guys. I got two hell of a guys that I team up with. Got a hell of a producer.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we doing some major shit, and it's happening because I ain't gonna lie, because I'm not.
Yeah. You had to lift the anchor so you could sell.
I gotta focus on me. If I'm not good,
nobody around me gonna be good. That's right.
And that's just the way it's supposed to be. But
some folks don't get it.
Like
that, some folks don't get it. And you know, and you know, I'm not gonna say. No, I don't regret the decision, because, like you said, everything thereafter kind of, you know, if it was meant to be, it would have been. And everything thereafter manifested. You know what I'm saying?
Don't force it, baby.
That's right. And so, you know, business, you know, I've had my struggles within business, you know, working with people and working with artists and dealing with real life situations. You know, sometimes, you know, they come across, you know, real life. I call it lifing, you know what I'm saying? Where, you know, the responsibility supersede the desire to chase the passion. And as a for-profit business, you know, I'm relying on them to make their payments. I'm relying on them to show up for different things. And, you know, if I'm putting plays together to be able to help them make money, of course I'm getting, you know, pieces out of that and things like that. So when they're not available, it's like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? So that kind of, brought up the other ventures that I got into under the Grind Mode umbrella, to be able to not have to rely on you paying me to work for you, but having the brand itself be a brand that people want to buy into. And know that dealing with someone like myself, they're going to deal with integrity, they're going to deal with honesty, they're going to deal with, you know, being able to be creative and be respected in that space. And so that afforded me the ability to be able to get the facility where people can rent out and you know, have other lanes of income, you know what I mean, just diversifying the portfolio.
Man, that's crazy. I feel you on that note, bro. That's crazy. I got some accolades, bro. You pretty motherfucking accomplished, bro. I got a couple things right here that is like Grind Mode Music started in 2013.
2013, yes indeed.
Okay,
in the house.
Grind Mode Music Worldwide started in 2015.
About 15, yeah.
Boy, that's just like, how in the fuck is you doing all this? I ain't even done yet. What is this, Grind Mode Radio?
Yeah.
2017?
Yeah.
Okay, let me get this. UR Vision TV Network. 2018.
Yeah.
Do you? Oh wait, that's 20, okay. You took 2014 off. My bad. You might have been laid up somewhere for that year. But god damn it, what else? Let me see. Executive Director of Grind Mode Multimedia, 2022. Okay. First annual Grind Mode Cruise was this year.
Yeah, 2024.
Yeah. The next one's coming up in August 5th, 2025.
August 7th through the 11th,
7th.
2025. Yep.
Man, listen, that motherfucker, he might be. He don't know. He needs to check his DNA, you know what I mean? Because this nigga is working, boy.
Yeah, man.
Hey, man. Damn, dude. You got many fucking hats you wear, bro.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you a question. This is funny shit's kind of.
Yeah, let's go.
But did you used to have a head full of hair before you started this shit?
Actually, listen, this is a funny story. So, straight like up, I said, man, I was a wild boy.
Would have been gone by that.
Yeah, I was a wild boy.
I've been working on painting my eyebrows on that.
So in 90, I think it was like 91, 92, Duke went to the Final Four against UNLV. And UNLV was like that squad. That's when they had like the Fab. No, that wasn't the Fab Five. That was Stacey Augman and them.
That's the Running Rebels.
Yeah, the Running Rebels.
They was called what was they called?
They had Five Slam. They had some shit. Yeah, they was dope. And so we made a bet in high school that, you know, they was gonna win the championship, right? And the bet was whoever lost had to shave their head. And so you know, Christian Laettner hit the turnaround J for Duke to win. So we all had to show up with, ball heads or whatever the case may be. And so I knew then that, if I ever had to go bald, I was going to be cool. You know what I'm saying? Because the head was smooth, the whole nine. And I'll never forget, that was also the time that I made up in my mind. Listen to this, folks, especially you youngins who think it's sweet to try to palm a head. Listen, I'm telling you right now, I seen my man, Darnell Adair, rest in peace. He got slapped so hard upside the back of his head after school. Literally, you heard the smack. You heard, oh, shit. You seen his feet hit the air. He flipped, his feet hit the air, and then his head popped back up because somebody did it in a big crowd when everybody was dismissing. I made up in my mind right then and there, I would die. I would die or go to jail, one or the other, but there is no coming back if you go upside my head like that. And you know what I mean? So there was a couple things that was put in stone. But when I went to college, I had braids. After that, I grew my hair out and had braids and stuff like that. And so I went to college. When I was up at Slippery Rock, I was getting my hair redone. And so she was combing out my hair, and shit just kept coming out in the comb. And she was like, what the fuck is going on with your hair? This shit just keeps coming out. This shit just keeps coming out. And so one of my dudes from McKeesport, shout out my bro Cav, man, he was a barber. So I was like at the end, the shit was lopsided as fuck. Like, she really couldn't do nothing with it. Like, one side was still high, the other side was low as hell. So I told him, you know what I mean, take it off. I'm gonna go bald. And Onyx was out at the time. Yeah. So,
man, it wasn't. Bro, you remind me of Onyx and motherfucking School Days. Nigga, when Spike Lee and them was on the line.
Yeah.
Them niggas, listen, crazy as hell, man. But that's crazy, bro.
So yeah, it was, and that was in what, 90, 99. I was like 18, 19. So I've been actually wearing a bald head before I actually started going bald. And so yeah, that was 99. I did no, my bad. That was 94. I did the bald head. 94, 95. And 99 is when I actually started using a razor. So
that's when it got real.
That's when it got real.
Nigga, I don't want nothing to come back within 4 days, nigga.
I had some little shorty I was messing with, and she was like, "Oh, I want to see your hair," so I kind of let it grow back, and I seen I had the I had the yule right there, man. So I said, "Oh damn, I ain't doing this." And so,
bitch, you set me up.
I ain't even let her see it.
You try to set me up?
I ain't even let her see it. I cut that shit off same day. I said, "Oh hell no!" And then
you ain't try to get it lined up.
No, hell no, man, hell no. And God bless my son. He dealing with that now because instead of the barbers going like this, they taking him around, boy. They taking him around. I'm like, damn, son, I'm sorry.
My bad, son.
My bad, son. But he figured it out, man. And he young. He only like 23, but
he make it work.
Yeah, he going through some things himself. and he, unfortunately for him, he got the Jason effect. So, the back of his shit look like a brain. So bald ain't an option for him. Yeah, so we trying to figure it out, man.
Nigga, that's because you smart. Nigga. You got that hook. That's because you super smart.
Yeah,
nigga.
Man, he got the brain back there, man. And so, we decided we're going to go ahead and invest in the hair growth shit, man. So we've been getting him all the little chemicals, and it seemed to be working. So
no doubt. Look, shout out to whoever he using, because I'm good right now, But yeah, man, we got some more stuff coming up, man. But we're going to take a quick break, man. Got your boy Dion Dupree in the building, Mr. Grind Mode himself, man. We'll catch y'all in a second.
Yes,
Peace.
sir.
No doubt.
Yeah, because I was, you know what I'm saying? Oh, my bad. Oh, you made it this far? Oh, you still watching? If you made it this far in the podcast, please go, comment, like, smash that subscribe button. So much more to come, man. 30 and up, boys, baby.
We got mad merch for you, man. We got Mental Protect. We got Smoked Out Shout Out. We got 30 and up, boys. And we got my own and personal Pure Gear, man. The word means power, unity, religion, and excellence. And GEER is for movement, man. It's a movement, baby. So don't forget to get your Pure Gear. Well, what up, man? Guess what? We back, baby. Cocktails with Cool Reece, Season 2, Episode 4 with your boy, Mr. Grind Mode himself, Dion motherfucking Dupree's in the building,
I'm in
man.
the building.
Hey, man, you is a fucking, man, boy, if you was an octopus, you'll be good.
I say I'm an octopus.
Man,
that's one of the analogies I use for myself. I got my hands in everything.
Yeah. Everything. Like,
literally
be having fun, man. But listen, bro, about that cruise, man, how do you go about, well, first of all, what made you create a fucking cruise? Like, where the fuck do you go that a nigga from Pittsburgh, a black man from Pittsburgh, my fault, entrepreneur from Pittsburgh, thought about having a damn cruise?
So one of my partners, she's one of my business consultants, my business bestie. Shout out Deanna Diaz.
Shout out.
She was saying, you've been doing your thing for a long time. You need to do something to celebrate. You know what I mean? You need to do something to celebrate. And I ain't been on vacation. I hadn't been on a vacation in like 20 years. And so she was like, you should do a cruise. You should do a cruise or something like that. And I was like, man, I'm not doing no cruise. She's like, people from all over the place. If you decide to do a cruise, like, people will come. And I was like, all right, cool, let's look into it. So me working with artists and always thinking about them, I was thinking about, this would be a good way to be able to get them to perform, do something different, whatever. So I started, reaching out to Carnival, and they was telling me about they sent me over all the requirements it would have been to be able to actually have, sort of how Rock the Bells do with the old school hip hop cruise.
I gotta get to that, bro.
Yeah. I was trying to do something like that, but display artists that I'm working with. But yeah, the ticket was unbelievable. Crazy. And so, it was a crazy ticket. So, and then just me knowing, the ups and downs and the flakiness and I'm with it, but tomorrow I'm not type situation that a lot of these folks, put on me. I just said it wasn't worth the investment. So we just going to celebrate. We just going to do it as a celebration. And so it was supposed to be my 10 years of Grind Mode music worldwide. And so we celebrated that. And so she put all the plays together. I gave her the green light. I said, whatever I need to do, I'll cut the check, make it happen. Fortunately, I ain't need to cut nothing but my cabin. Just book my cabin.
So everything paid.
Everything was taken care of.
Man, that's awesome.
And it was just an opportunity for people to be able to come out, celebrate, enjoy. But this year, so that was my first cruise. So I just wanted to see what it was like. But now that I know what it's like, this next cruise next year.
You know everything. You know every fucking thing that you need to do right now.
Yeah, it's gonna be a movie. I got like 8 parties planned on the boat.
Oh, we going, y'all. We going to
I got 8 parties planned on the boat.
Bro.
And for my people that's like, my peoples that, I deal with a lot of different walks of life. So my people that's like into, certain shit, make sure you get your pineapple teas. Make sure you get your pineapple teas, your upside down pineapples. That's all I'm gonna say. Your upside down pineapples, and put them on your door. For those that know, that takes your party to another level.
Upside down pineapple.
Get your upside down pineapple.
Nigga, I like pineapples, but I don't know if I want my shit upside down, bro.
Hey.
Not on my door, nigga. That's crazy. Nigga, I'm not touching. I'm gonna look out here and be like, oh.
Hey, bro.
On my door, nigga. What the fuck wrong with you?
You might. I
don't know, but listen.
You might not.
Listen, I'm just gonna say.
You might not be surprised who knock at your door with that upside down pineapple.
Well, listen to a manly man. I feel you. I'm gonna take my upside down pineapple.
Understand. This ain't I ain't on no Diddy shit. This ain't no Diddy shit. Hey. All right, this ain't no Diddy shit.
Let's
this
not
ain't
talk
no.
about him, man.
Yeah.
I'm mad as fucking Diddy, bro.
This ain't that.
I'm mad because me and that nigga birthday the same exact day, man.
Oh damn, he got the world shook up, man, for sure.
He's like a coldish freak, bro. He fucking up for me, bro. Like bitches is mad. Like they like, why did you and Diddy birthday the same day? I'm like, leave me the fuck alone. Like that nigga ain't even a Scorpio no more. He a convict, nigga. Like,
right.
Fuck that shit, nigga. Fuck you, Diddy. You can't even come home, bro. But question, man, simple shit, bro. How do you get all them black people on a boat, nigga? Can everybody swim? Listen, nigga, I don't know.
Listen,
nigga, they got to put me to sleep and put me on the boat and let me wake up on the boat.
I was
feel like I'm gonna be fucked
essentially
up,
I was nervous about being on a boat. I had never been on a cruise before, but them shits are so big. It's like a hotel on the water, and you really don't feel the boat moving. Like if you stand in the middle of the boat, you might feel a little bit, but it's not. It's not enough to make you feel sick. It might make you like you'll feel it, you know what I mean, but not enough to make you sick because I get motion sickness, right. And so it's literally like when we took off, I didn't even know we moved.
All right, how much did you drink before you took off?
Nothing.
All right.
I'm not really a drinker, so I didn't even get to drink packages.
Yeah, because I'm listening from a motherfucker with a different perspective of mine. Because I'm like getting on the airplane type shit. I'm getting drunk at the airport before I even get on the plane.
Yeah, man.
And I do the planes all the time.
See, me, like I said, I'd never been on a cruise before.
And get drunk to get on the cruise, nigga. I almost did it twice, but one time it happened around the pandemic. We was going to I think we was going to Bahamas. We was going somewhere. It was a nice little tour from Baltimore. And they canceled it. That means God was telling me, like, boy, don't you take your dumb ass out there.
No, it's not that, bro.
You just watched the Titanic the day before. Nigga. You better not take your dumb ass.
It's not that. If you've been on the Gateway Clipper,
I hate that too, bro.
You can feel the Gateway Clipper moving. You can't feel that boat moving. And it's huge, bro.
Okay, it's huge. I can vibe with that because
it's huge.
The only reason I don't like the Gateway Clipper because I can't get off when I feel like it.
Now that's one of the things that I can say is that if you want to do something else, there ain't really nothing else to do. However, I will say there's so much to do on the boat. Like they got a casino, they got the clubs, they got the bar, they got the sports bar, they got food all day and night. Like, you know what I mean? So there really ain't nothing that you can't do. And if you like upside down, or excuse me, if you're down with upside down pineapples, there ain't no telling what you might end up having happen in your balcony.
And that don't mean like that Kevin Hart shit, like pineapples.
No, that's
that mean like
I guess that's why it's upside down, because it's like not the pause. It's like okay,
not the turn off word. Like no,
yeah.
Yes, pineapples. Hey man, you've been in the music field for some time, bro.
Yeah.
It's like damn, you over 10 years now, man.
Yeah, definitely over 10 years.
Question, have you ever performed? Are you like a performer? You ever did anything besides, I mean, what have you done in music before to motivate you to have been the grind mode? Because it's something that you was doing that made you feel like this grind mode shit's gonna take the fuck off.
So when I was younger, 17, 18 years old, I was a rapper. You know what I mean? So, and that's how I met Nick Nice. Nick Nice was a DJ for me. And I did one of his Strictly for the Streets mixtapes. Okay. So I went in the studio, and you know, he blessed me with the opportunity to do a Strictly for the Streets. So I did a freestyle on his mixtape, and you know, he was digging with me. So we actually started rocking that way. You know what I'm saying? But I got married, and that was the first thing that got shot down was like the rap dreams, right? You know what I mean?
Changes the world.
That was it. That was the first thing I let go that was important to me. And so, you know, I was young now. I was like 21. You know what I mean? Right. And so it was like, all right, cool. Let me focus on family or whatever the case may be. But then when it, like I said, when Nick gave me the opportunity to be the president of his production company, it put me back in the music, but it put me behind the scenes. And so working behind the scenes, I learned a lot more about all of the way the music works. You know what I mean? Like the way the music industry, you know, carries itself, how music is supposed to be marketed, branded, the whole nine. So I've really developed my niche on marketing, branding, advertising, and distribution, and promotion. And so me knowing, you know, the basic elements of recording, and of course I, you know, studied different things and learned how to get better in that respect. I didn't necessarily want to be in front of the camera. I always wanted to be like behind the scenes. And so I had other people that was the face of my brand when I initially came out. But based off of the inconsistencies and misrepresentation, one of my partners in the company, Nina, shout out Nina Amendola, she was like, D, you just got to be the face. You just got to be the brand. And, you know, unfortunately, it's like a bad thing now with him being all jammed up. But she was like, yo, you got to be the Diddy of your company. You got to be the face. You know what I mean? You got to take it and run it.
It's amazing what that word meant.
Yeah, back then. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was all good just a week ago.
Scorpio season, nigga, it's my birthday. Hashtag happy birthday, Diddy.
Right.
Nigga, I can't say that shit no more. Nigga, it's like, fuck you, Diddy.
Right. So
F you, nigga.
That's kind of how things, you know, manifest in that space. So as you know, I didn't want the momentum that we built to fall.
Right.
So I just picked it up and took the bulls by the horn, and, you know, eventually people started calling me Grind Mode, and, you know, that was the name that they associated to me. And I believed in my brand, so I got it tatted. You know what I mean? And it's just not just the name; it's a lifestyle.
All day,
so
all day.
You know, I just made it my everyday life.
Respect, bro. Respect. Hey man, you say I've heard through the grapevine that you're pretty good with picking good talent. And how do you go about picking talent?
So the thing about me that a lot of people, excuse me, probably wouldn't understand is like I'm not a label, so I don't pick the talent.
Right.
Yeah, I provide the opportunity for people who want to take advantage of the resources that I've provided. So in the process of learning the music business and music industry, the distribution deals that I got because they wanted me to start a label. In order for a label to be successful, you have to have the hottest of the hot. You have to have the best of the best. So you have to marginalize those who are not and use your discretion to say you're better than him. Right. So I'm going to take you over him. I didn't want to be a part of that type of process because there's nothing stopping him from being on your level if he puts in the work. So let me focus on, if he's not there, let me put him in a position to be able to get to your level and yet still benefit from the same resources that you have as an artist. So Grind Mode itself is just a service that I provide for artists. Now, when I've come across somebody that's like extremely talented, of course, we're going to go balls to the wall. You know what I mean? We're going to put every resource that we can to be able to try to build their fan base and get them on the level that they need to be in. But if somebody's not there, that don't mean I won't work with them. That just means that I'll work with them hands-on to get them to where they need to be. So the insight that I've learned, I just use it for education. You know what I'm saying? So I educate the people that I work with on the steps that it takes. Here are the things that you need to do. First thing, we got to cover your we got to cover the ground floor. We got to handle all your business. We got to make sure your music business is taken care of. So whether that's registering your music, setting up your performance rights organizations, getting your publishing on point, we got to make sure the ground zero of what music is taken care of, because that's what record labels do, but they do it for themselves. So if you're an artist signed to Def Jam is going to own all the rights to your music and your likeness and your name, because that's the infrastructure that they have in place. That's how they're going to make their money back. Now, they're going to give you money to blow up. So they're going to build your social equity. They're going to build your popularity that make people want to buy into you, but they're collecting everything up front.
They get
you know
paid
what I'm saying?
Big time.
So my thing was, if you're the driving force, if people are paying attention to you and what you're doing, why do I need to take from you when, if we could build up the fan base, you could get way more of a return? And, you know, my belief in people, in the heart of man, is if I make you rich and you know that I was at the bottom with you, helping make you rich, you gonna be like,
favor, baby.
It's my dog.
That shit don't happen in this generation, man. That shit fucks with me, bro. That's crazy.
And so that's kind of and it's a risky, you know what I mean? I've been told I was a fool for doing it that way and things of that nature, but I got to be true to me. And that's what I believe in. And I don't want to be disingenuous to the person that I am and adopt a model that I don't believe in. So I stay true to it. And, you know, my loyalty is real. You know what I'm saying? And those who rock with me and had an opportunity to be around me and see how I conduct business, you know, they know. And whenever things don't manifest, they know why it don't manifest. So there's never no riff or anything like that. You know what I mean? They might be upset. Oh, you didn't do. It's like, yo, what did you give me to do?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
You got to add to the equation,
right?
Bro. You can't just keep thinking that one number that you gave is enough.
It's enough, right? We got to go on it, and that's what I tell people. Like, if we're gonna step on the gas, we can't stop, man. It's all gas, no brakes.
Look, like it's all eggs in one basket. Like, you got to go hard to go home.
That's it,
man. I know that you be doing major shit in the education form.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen you do many different community things. You do a lot with the youth, man. What exactly do you do with the youth? Like, I know that you deal with certain age groups, but what do you do with them, and how do you build your curriculum around the age groups?
Okay. All right. So so when I was working for juvenile court, okay, so like I said, I worked for juvenile court for 17 years, for 21 years, and Pittsburgh Public Schools for 17 years. And so being around kids, like, and understanding the dynamics and understanding, like, where my limitations were and things that was important to me, I never outgrew my youth. I never became that adult that forgot childhood. You know what I'm saying? I stayed tapped in. Yeah, I stayed tapped into my inner child. to the point that a lot of people, you're so immature, fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just doing me. And so when I had the opportunity to be able to develop my own program, I wanted to get ahead of kids getting in trouble. So when I was working for the SIS program, there was a lot of good things that the SIS program did. However, you had to get in trouble. You had to be court ordered to the SIS. You had to be on probation in order to get to these good services that was in place. And then if you did one wrong thing, you was shipped back off. And I don't necessarily believe in that philosophy, because I know we're all going to make mistakes. We all fall short of the glory, and nobody is perfect. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when I had an opportunity to be able to put my own programming together to get ahead of it and come more of a preventative space, that's what made me do what it is that I did. So I started Safe Spaces in 2022. I got approached by the superintendent of Penn Hills High School. And she was like, yo, we got this program. We need somebody to run it. And I'm like, well, I already got a model, similar to this. And, could I adopt my model into this? She's like, it's yours. Take it.
No doubt.
It's yours. Take
Blessings,
it.
Bro.
This is already in place. And, like, it's in your DNA. Do you? And she gave me, like, the lane. But unfortunately, the politics of the school districts, made me pull the program from the school, and I took it into the community. So now I run it for the community, and I serve kids in grades 9 through 12. And so one of the reasons why we serve that grade is because that's the Department of Human Services requirement. That was one of the highest at-risk groups for youth violence. And so we wanted to put together a program that gave them an alternative to just being out in the streets. As you know, a lot of the community organizations closed. There's a lot of other community organizations that don't have kids, but they say they work with kids, and they're not really approachable in that space. So I made sure that all my staff was trained on how to be like an empathetic and compassionate teacher and learner, and being able to relate to understanding where the kids are coming from. Our program isn't about us. Our program is about them. So we have to be able to adopt and adapt and modify and structure to be able to help them feel included, welcomed, and their voices matter. So, our Youth Leadership Council, they come up with what we're going to do. And I just, I'm the driving force behind it. But I felt it was really important to empower youth to be able to learn how to make effective decisions and be rewarded for making those effective decisions. So we don't come from a place of you're wrong. We come from a place of how could you have done that better? How could you have done that different? Yeah, and then when you do it, here's the reward for doing it, right? And so people don't understand the relation to what is called positive reinforcement. So we as adults, we get our those who work 9 to 5, they get their positive reinforcement for going to work on time, listening to the boss, doing what it is they supposed to do in their job description by that paycheck every 2 weeks.
That check, baby.
Right?
I did my job, baby.
That's the positive reinforcement that motivates people to, comply with the rules of the job. I adopt that same philosophy for the kids. So if they're compliant to our code of conduct, if they're being respectful, if they're treating each other with respect, if they're treating the staff with respect, here's your reward. We're going to Rita's. Here's pizza. If you're participating in the groups, if you're learning something, here's a $25 gift card. Here's a field trip we going on. So it gets them in the habit of knowing that for every right decision that you make, there's a light at the end of the rainbow, and it deters them from making like what I call antisocial decisions. So everything that I do is kind of in the antisocial, pro-social space. So I get them to understand, like, if you're going to do something, think about your outcomes. Do you want antisocial outcomes, which is incarceration, death, punishment, your items being taken away from you, people talking about you, ridicule, things of that nature? Or do you want pro-social outcomes, which is positive reinforcement, people bigging you up, people looking at you as a good person, and you decide which one is best for you? And a lot of times they make the pro-social outcomes.
That's what's up. Because, coming from these family backgrounds, bro, it'd be rough.
Yeah. and we're in society is in a huge survival space. Man, you know what I mean? And so there's a lot of families that's just out doing what they feel like they got to do. And then there's like a huge need for decompression. So, I'm going to go to work, do what I need to do, and then I'm going to hit the bar, I'm going to hit the club, and, do me and all this stuff here. And, unfortunately, the kids is at home with a lot of free time. And, you know, idle time is the devil's playground. And I always say it's like that one moment you have that bright idea. Oh, let's go break into this house. Oh, let's go hit this lick. Oh, let's go steal this car. Oh, let's go run down on these ops. But if you take that time away from them, then they ain't thinking about it. Yeah. So our Safe Spaces program provides that space for them to be able to come, play basketball, play board games, play video games, do arts and crafts, sit in a restorative circle group and learn about teen sexuality, learn about decision making, learn about conflict resolution, learn, you know, how to be empathetic to another person, understanding, like I call it my program an op free zone. We don't have no ops in here. We don't have that language. We all love each other.
Everybody's good.
Everybody good. We all dealing with the same circumstances. Even the adults, like we're dealing with the same circumstances y'all dealing with.
We know how to deal with it.
Yeah, so we're in this space together. And so that inclusivity ultimately, you know, makes them come back. I got 300. Matter of fact, we just went up to 400 today. So we got 400 kids enrolled in a program with about 80 coming on a daily basis. But anywhere in the course of the year, we're at 200-300 reporting at least one day a week.
So if I must say, there's not much going on over there. But it's a lot going on over there. Come on now. Y'all hear what's going on, man. This brother's doing major stuff, man. He's consistent, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, you're doing exactly what a lot of strong black men need to do, and that's enforce that old school ethic, bro. Mm-hmm. What you're doing is like, it's not even new. It's just routine, right? How we got structured when we came up. If it wasn't a man in our house, it was a man on the streets that was put in our life.
A coach.
That gave you a
teacher.
A basketball coach, a baseball coach, a fucking teacher, somebody that fuck with you, and you allow them to be in your life and you know, direct you the right way. Mm-hmm. Bro, it changes lives, bro. I'm a product of the streets of Chicago, bro. So it's like, it takes some strong brothers to do shit like that, man. I commend you for that shit, bro, too. And then
really, in a child's life, it only takes one consistent adult. One consistent adult. Yeah. And fortunately for me, I got 13, 14 including myself. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I feel really, really good about the trajectory of the youth that we're working with. You know what I mean? We got our challenges. We definitely got our challenges. I can't say that they all picture perfect.
If there's no challenge, there's no reward, bro.
Exactly.
There's no reward.
Exactly. So I'm consistently coming up with, you know, ways to, you know, be proactive in a process, you know what I mean, to keep them engaged and, you know, keep them coming back. Like my one dude, you know, he was ready to turn Penn Hills into gangland. You know what I mean? He had his little squad. They was running around with him. They was beefing with the other kids at Linton and other kids from the other side of Penn Hills and all this stuff here. We did it all that. And now he comes to program every day. I just seen him last Wednesday, and I gave him a hug, and I told him, I said, bro, I am proud of you. I'm proud that you're coming here every day.
They don't get that from
me. Yeah, man. I said, I'm proud that you coming here every day. You got your boys coming here with you. Y'all playing basketball. Y'all staying out of trouble. You ain't getting into new mixes in the streets. I ain't heard you mention a single op yet since you been here. I'm loving it. Keep up the good work. And he looked at me in my eye and said, thanks, Mr. D. I really appreciate that. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, that's like you said, a lot of them don't get that. And I believe wholeheartedly in that. And like you said, it ain't nothing new. It was just principles that a lot of us strayed away from. And for the adults that are afraid to tap in with the youth, that's like, yo, they're crazy, they're wild, they're this, they're that. You got to understand that you're contributing to that by not giving them a chance. You're contributing to that by staying away from them. They need your guidance. They need your expertise. They need your experiences. They need the lessons that you learn in order to help them understand the dynamics that they're dealing with. So if you choose to stay away from it, you're creating a problem, because now it's just them outside trying to figure it out. Trying to figure it out when you already figured it out. You're a successful business person.
They can't even do fucking simple multiplication. Now they're out there trying to figure out life.
And you did it.
Oh, hey, what's up? Y'all still locked there? Okay. Well, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, man. You got the comment on it, and make sure you tap that notification so we can know that y'all notified, so we can get y'all in here. 30 and up, boys. Smoked Out Shout Out Podcast. Catch you later. Peace.
Clothing line, Mental Protect. Hey, it's been established in 2022. coming out this summer, man, with multiple different designs, styles, and so much more. So make sure you check in, tap in with your boy, comedian Al Boogie and the 30 and Up Boys. I'll get with you later. Peace.
Damn, bro. You doing a lot, man. You doing a lot, man. It's like speechless to what the lengths that you go to deal with the youngins, the lengths you go to deal with just basic people on a regular basis. You're a creator. You do your thing. You a beat man too, right? Do you do the beats?
No, I don't make beats.
You don't make beats. You just tell a motherfucker like, yo,
I know music.
You got it.
Yeah, I know
music.
music.
You tell him you got it.
Yeah, I know music. And I'm tapped into my inner child, so I'm around kids all day, so I know what it is that they're listening to, and I know what it is that make them shake, and I know what makes us shake, and I know what makes the generation right underneath us shake. So it's like we figure out what the market is. Like, people use marketing as like a cliche word. Everybody, I need marketing. I don't even really understand what the word means. But it's understanding your audience, you know what I mean? And making music for the people who can appreciate the music that you're making. So once I hear the music, it's like, okay, these type of folks will be able to enjoy it. So these are the spaces that we need to put you in. The old heads ain't with the young bucks.
Right.
So there ain't no sense in taking you to a club that's all they're playing twerk music all day, and then you want to come in with some hardcore hip hop shit. It's gonna kill the vibe. No, we need to take you where they listen to hardcore hip hop stuff at. You know what I'm saying? Or R&B, you know what I mean? The whole nine. So it's understanding the audience. So for me, even though I don't make the beats and things like that, I love music. So, I know what makes me move. And I feel like if you can make one person move, you can make everybody move. You know what I'm saying? Or not everybody, but you can make other people who are like that individual move. You know what I mean? Who like that type of sound or that type of music. And so that's what I do. And that's why I have such a broad network, especially outside of Pittsburgh. And that's why I travel a lot and do a lot, because I work with artists in other cities. So it's like I understand the pulse of Kentucky. I understand the pulse of Tennessee. I know the vibe that they on. So I can understand why the Big Boogies and the Moneybag Yos and, the K Cartiers and Cartier, like, why they're able to blow up out of those markets, because they're tapped into the pulse of the state, you know what I mean, of their city, of their region. And you just got to understand it, you know what I mean? But you can't understand it if you don't go to it. So I spend a great deal of time, with my network.
I got a question, bro. This is going to be a good one. Hey, what city gave you the most love, bro?
Man, I'll be perfectly honest with you. Between Kentucky gives me, like, unbelievable love. Like, you know what I'm saying? Miami, unbelievable love. Atlanta, second home. I always say this, like, when people travel with me and they go out of town and they see how I'm treated out of town,
I'm going.
I show
I'm
up.
traveling with this motherfucker. I got to get out here and see what's going on, man.
I show up. They already know I'm a Bel Air boy, so they have my bottles on deck. Backdoor entrance, VIP, no questions asked, like the true meaning of VIP.
That's old school shit, and I ain't even got to say pause on nothing he said.
Not purchasing a section.
Because he said some pausable shit.
But you are our guest. You are a very important person coming into our building.
Okay.
We're going to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? So when people from here travel with me and they see that, it's like deer in the headlights, because, like, here, we really don't have that high celebrity presence. There's not a lot of celebrities coming through the city that's actually chilling and hanging out. They'll come do their show and then they out. You know what I'm saying? But we sitting there partying right next to Moneybag Yo. We sitting there partying right next to Cardi. We sitting there partying, right next to Boogie. Like, I'm right there with them.
And that's their homes. Like, that's like,
and
they
even
there more than they anywhere else.
Even if we
like
in a different city and they're there, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, like Leon, my dude. Every time, D, what's up? Come on, we over here. Everybody with me, we over here. You know what I'm saying? And so, it's that type of love that I get outside of the city. And then when I come here, it's just like, oh, that's Dion. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't let it go to my head or nothing like that. I never throw my weight around. As you know, from being a manager out here and things like that, every time I come through the club, I come through, you know what I mean? And it's like, Humble, right.
Humble,
So it's like, all
humble
right,
as
what? It's $20 to get in. Here, I got you. It's $20. You know what I mean? It's not like, yo, this is grind mode, baby. I'm supposed to. I ain't
Nigga,
calling
we ready
in
to
advance.
fit here.
You know what I'm saying?
Tookie, come on, nigga.
But there are some places, that when I show up at the door, they're like, oh shit, here's your bags. How many people you got with you? All right, cool. You know what I mean? But even in situations
But that
like
was
that,
because I ain't really know you, bro. So don't,
No, it's all
don't
good.
hold
It's
me.
all-
Listen,
it's all
he just
good.
pulled out some shit. He meant that.
no,
Said, yeah, last time when I came here when you was running 24, nigga,
No.
you charged me. Nigga,
it wasn't even you. It
But
wasn't you.
anywhere else, I don't pay shit,
nah,
bro.
that's not what I was
No,
saying.
I feel you, bro. No, I got that. I got
Yeah.
that out of that, bro. But I don't know about y'all. I was here.
What
I
if-
was here when he came in, nigga. I was like, what the fuck this nigga paying?
I respect the establishment. I respect the people. You know what I'm saying? I respect what it is. So I don't throw my weight around
Respect,
as if
bro.
I'm entitled to a situation.
I
Like
done
y'all
had
got
some
bills
niggas
to
that
pay.
do, boy.
You know what I'm saying? And if you're put in a position to be able to, manage a situation or own a situation, whatever the case may be, you got responsibilities that come with that. So I understand that. Like even with the people that let me come in free to their establishments, I don't go all the time. I ain't trying to, exploit their situation. So if I go and they show me love, great. If I come back, I might not come back for like a month or two, just because I know they're gonna show me that
That's
love.
how we old niggas do it,
Yeah,
baby.
man.
We don't wear out our welcomes.
I ain't
Go to the
wearing
same
that
spot
welcome. I
every
ain't
fucking
show.
Friday.
Yeah.
No, they gonna get tired of us. They
I mean,
gonna
I didn't
get
gave you
$20,
35 comps, man. How many
Yeah.
comps am I gonna have to give
Everybody
you?
coming in drinking water, nigga.
Yeah,
Hey,
man,
we done
nah.
all got fucked up outside, nigga. We want to come in for free and see bitches.
Yeah,
See
man.
my
Not-
ladies,
and
my bad.
When I talk about my, you mentioned the ladies and stuff that I roll with and things like that. Like I let them all know, like if we rolling, like there's certain things that you ain't got to worry about paying for, but you make sure you take care of the people that's inside.
All day.
You know what I'm
all
saying?
day.
If we get in a bottle, make
Common
sure y'all
courtesy,
tip her.
baby. Common
You know what I'm
courtesy.
saying? If you ain't buying your drinks, make sure you at least tipping. You know what I mean? Make sure you doing something, because the biggest weight is on my shoulders.
All day.
So you coming with me, I might come 15, 20 deep. You know what I'm saying? And the ladies
you
of
fuck-
grind
yeah,
mode gonna
listen.
shout out.
Your motherfucking Cash App card and Chime card better be working.
I better be
'Cause
working.
They can swipe them tips.
That's right. It's gonna be
$10,
working.
baby. $5. But man, hey, bro, you are interesting, bro. You are doing your damn thing, man. You
Appreciate
are,
it.
man. I hate to be like this, but we give you your flowers. That's corny as fuck, but it's cliche right now. Like you gotta give motherfuckers they shit while they alive, bro.
No doubt.
And
I
I seen
appreciate
you
that.
do your thing. But just to break it down a little bit, we got a little game that we gonna play, man.
Okay.
We got a couple
All
games
right,
gonna play.
I'm a little hit too, so this is
Yeah,
gonna
so
get
it ain't
interesting.
nothing major, bro. It's just like, something,
Not
just
a drinker,
Test your knowledge on certain shit and
Okay.
how your favorites and shit like that. Like, question, who are your top 5 hip-hop artists of all time?
Jay-Z, Nas, Pac,
That's what I'm talking about.
Wayne.
I was just calling the third one, baby. That's what's up. Let's get it.
I'll give Wayne. I'll put Wayne up in there.
Okay.
4 and 5. It's probably like everybody else. Like I don't know. I don't know.
You said everybody
I'll throw Biggie in there simply because he moved the culture. You know what I mean? He definitely influenced the world when he was out. You know what I'm saying? So I give him a lot of props there. But I don't think he was around long enough to establish a legacy. You know what I'm saying? But
I respect
he
that.
definitely moved the culture back to New York. You know what I mean? When he came out. And 5, shit, I don't know. It's just everybody.
You don't fuck with down south?
Yeah, I love down south. Oh, you know what? Okay, I'll put T.I. in there. T.I. is definitely.
Look, he's in my top 5, bro.
Yeah,
T.I.'s in my top 5.
T.I. is definitely one of them. He's on another level. You know what I mean? Like you really gotta get all the way into T.I. But I love music, so it's like I like everybody, man. Lil Baby, Moneybag, Yo, freaking, shit. My dude is whatchamacallit? Oh, dog on it. What's his dog? The little dark skinned, funny looking dude. Oh my gosh.
Look, we don't even know.
I see his face, man.
What's the little dark skinned funny looking dude?
From
name?
CMG, little thug. Was it thug? Is he thug? Black youngster, yeah,
Black
him.
youngster.
Yeah, Black youngster. I
ain't
like
never
Black
heard
youngster.
of him before.
He could
I-
go.
listen,
He could
I
go.
need to get back. I need to get
Hey,
on
little
some
bitch.
rap music or some shit. I need to go on YouTube and just hit
Little bitch.
2024, nigga, music. I don't know none of that shit, bro. I don't know nothing that's going on. I know The Baby. I know Sexy Red. I know Glorilla and the other little chicks and shit like that. But nigga, I don't be paying attention. I be watching the videos. Videos be nice. I be like, ew, this is like Luke Skywalker times 2. Like I missed that shit, bro. But yeah, man, that's what's up, bro. I got one more.
One more.
Okay, name your top 5 R&B groups of all time.
Groups. Top 5 groups. The Isley Brothers. The Temptations. Jodeci. Shit. You confusing me back there waving.
She rubbing her hair.
Oh, I thought she was waving, man. My brain broke.
It's that Crown Apple, baby.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to think groups. Who else?
You left off with Jodeci.
Jodeci, yeah. I don't have 5s, man. I have 3s. Let me see who else. That's probably it for me, man. That's probably it for me. Yeah, I wasn't big on the boy band. This shit here.
You wasn't down with New Edition?
I wasn't. I ain't really fuck with them, man. Like, New Edition was cool, but them niggas
that
dance
nigga said
they can dance too good.
Dance, nigga.
Yeah.
Lean, nigga. We don't dance.
Play. Right. No, I can't put New Edition in my. I gotta go with some soul shit. So I'm thinking of like some of them other.
You done dusted off albums and shit.
Man. I'm
1970s shit.
Isley Brothers is my all-time favorite, bro. When I'm in the mood, when I need to go to a different dimension, I gotta hear that. I can't even hit Ron Isley's notes.
Well, hey, Ron Isley is like the type of motherfucker like how I am now. I'd be like, nigga, I lived 50 years of hip hop. Ron Isley lived all the years of R&B soul, man, nigga, listen, all the way through R&B hip hop. That nigga Ron Isley been singing with R. Kelly, nigga, and he's still
Atlantis,
and his female, his girl.
Listen, woo, Atlantis.
I'm mad as hell.
Take me out of here, man.
I could have been a singer, bro. I swear I could have been a singer if I ain't smoked that Black and Mild shit back in 1987. That shit started me off. Fuck around with them niggas drinking that E&J out of a bottle and Crown Apple. No, it wasn't Crown Apple. It was Wild Irish Road.
Wild Irish Road, yeah, bro.
Kingsport and Thunderbird.
Taylorsport.
No,
it was Kingsport.
Chicago.
Man.
Thunderbird. Said the Shy Lights.
Man.
Ain't them niggas from Cleveland?
Yeah, I think so.
He just keep trying to kick his Cleveland fucking band, and nigga, you ain't in the top 5, nigga. Fuck that, man. Give me my top 5. The Shy Lights. Not. Nigga, not. No, I'm a 90s dude. All my fucking best R&B bands was in the 90s, bro.
Who were they?
Jodeci. Motherfucking Shy. Motherfucking
Shy had one song, bro.
No, Shy had like 3 songs. Shy was my college years.
What was the other name? The other song? I only know. Who?
Comfort.
Who?
Comfort.
What?
They had. Oh, you don't see. That's the thing. See, I'm a light.
Who know Comfort? Who heard Comfort? Exactly.
Comfort.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Yeah. See.
All right.
And they had both motherfucking If I Ever Fall in Love, the acapella and the one with music, nigga.
You counting that as 2 different songs?
That's the fuck I am. Yes, I am, nigga. That's 3 songs, player. 3 songs, nigga. You know, back in the 90s, nigga, all you needed was 3 hit songs, nigga.
Next, who's next? I'm interested. I'm interested. He got me interested now. I want to know who's next. Man.
Nigga, I said.
Shy came out with a long play freaking single, maxi single.
Listen, I'm going to tell you straight up. Listen, 1990, 91, 92, man, Shy and them had it. Bro, I can't
They
take
did,
on.
but it was the one. Guy was cool.
90s, nigga, we was at the skating rink bumping and grinding. Oh, okay. This might be like, niggas from Pittsburgh wouldn't understand this, but R. Kelly and Public Announcement.
I thought about that, but see, R. Kelly would have definitely been in my top 5. And I still listen to R. Kelly. I don't like what he did, all that shit there. But you can't deny his music.
I swear to God.
R. Kelly is like one of my number 1 or 2.
Now because I tell them, niggas be mad at me when I say R. Kelly. Listen, we having a little fun here, man. Hey, tell them how to contact you, how to reach you, man, because I know you got a lot to offer, man. Tell them what you offer and what they can come get.
Oh,
from
shit,
you,
man. If I could tell y'all what I got to offer, man, that's a whole nother segment. We
on
another
business,
20 minutes.
On business.
So you can follow me on Instagram, grind_mode412, grind_mode412 on Instagram, or on Facebook, my government name, Dion Dupree on Facebook. But I do have business pages for all my businesses, Grind Mode Music Worldwide, Grind Mode Multimedia Productions, Grind Mode Radio Live, Grind Mode Business Solutions, Your Vision Television Network. You can follow all of those pages on Instagram. On Facebook and Instagram. It's the same. So yeah, that's it. And when it comes down to what I have to offer, you dream it, I can make it happen.
Did he say that's it?
That's it.
That motherfucker gave me like 3 lines, like 10 lines.
I
like
told you.
It was like how many things did you say? You said 1, 2. You said over
6
8
businesses. I own 6 businesses.
God damn it. Nigga, I need to come to that class. Like, there's something wrong. I ain't doing something right, you know? Maybe because I'm single. Well, not single, but, single. But, yeah, we had a good time, bro. We had a good time, man.
Man, thanks for having me, man. One time for the 30 and up boys. One time for cocktails with Cool Reece.
We here.
Man, it's a blessing to be in the presence of greatness, man. So, I'm just thankful that you reached out and we were able to make this happen.
Man,
and
I appreciate you.
It's a great birthday present, my brother.
Man, happy birthday again.
Yes, sir.
Motherfuckers getting old, baby. We getting old. But don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Man, 30 and Up Boys YouTube page. Oh,
1-1.
1-1. Oh, he 1-1.
1-1, baby.
Yeah, that's broken English, motherfucker.
That's right.
For don't worry about how the fuck old I am. Like, straight up. Man, you business. You know what I mean? You don't see no gray hair?
You don't see none. You don't see none. That's right. Shout out to my waxologist.
But don't forget to like, subscribe, share, hit the notification, man. Fuck with us, man. Help us out. Man, we trying to do some major things. We got a lot of major things coming up. Look out for the 30 and Up Boys.
Yes,
Look out for Love Hard and the producer. The producer. Y'all know about the producer? Shout out to our producer, man. Shout out to Tone Montana. Shout out to Al Boogie. We doing our thing. Shout out to Dion, Dupree, Mr. Grind Mode himself. You know where we at.
Hey, when y'all see this, man, this isn't gang affiliated, man.
Ooh, that's
I love you.
Out in Chicago, that's Latin King, nigga.
I always throw that up. I love you.
You're a game banger, bro. Holmes. You're a game banger, Holmes.
It's all love.
But like I said, we had a great interview, man. Season 2, episode 4. Mr. Grind Mode himself. Man, get at him, man.
Yes,
Send
indeed.
your kids to him too, bro. He got a lot of shit going on.
Absolutely,
so
man. Absolutely.
Let's get it. 30 and Up Boys. All the way. What they say, Al Boogie?
All the way up.
Oh, you in the building, baby, when we out. Y'all take it easy. Stay peaceful.